The final two episodes of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch Season 4 bring together years of experiments, military involvement, and mysterious data into a climactic revelation. Something truly inexplicable hovers 31 feet above a climatic revelation, patch of Utah soil known as the Triangle. For decades, the land has been linked to UFO sightings, animal mutilations, electromagnetic interference, and bizarre psychological effects on witnesses. But now, the investigative team, led by physicist Dr. Travis Taylor and ranch owner Brandon Fugal, claim to have measurable evidence of a physical anomaly in the sky. The story begins with yet another experiment. Rockets fired through the Triangle repeatedly veer off course, exploding at the exact same altitude, 31 feet. That strange number becomes the center of attention. The team hypothesizes that an invisible structure or energy field exists there, distorting motion and possibly space-time itself. Using Tesla coils, flamethrowers, infrared cameras, and spectrum analyzers, they try to provoke or visualize what they call the blob, a distortion visible only under specific conditions. When Travis and engineer Cameron Prince raise a Tesla coil into that precise zone, they shoot 600 volts of electricity upward, hoping to trigger a reaction. Nothing visible happens, but when they review high-speed footage, they notice flames splitting in midair as if hitting a barrier. Subsequent analysis reveals an orb-shaped white light appearing exactly where the flame divides, moving rapidly before vanishing. The phenomenon appears consistent across multiple experiments, giving the team their first repeatable anomaly. Then enters a new phase collaboration with Omnitech, a defense contractor led by Jay Stratton, former head of the Pentagon's UAP task force. With antennas, lasers, and LiDAR mapping equipment capable of scanning atmospheric disturbances, they attempt to track the International Space Station as it passes overhead. At the exact moment it crosses above the Triangle, all systems fail, computers shut down, GPS signals scramble, and connections are lost. When power returns, a new frequency appears. 6 gigahertz, a band repeatedly detected during UFO manifestations on the ranch. Moments later, Omnitech's LiDAR captures something extraordinary, a perfectly circular void, an area where the laser light disappears, surrounded by a ring of high reflectivity. To the scientists, it looks like a bullseye in the sky 31 feet above the ground. Physicist Eric Bard speculates it could be the signature of a Lorentzian wormhole, a funnel-shaped space-time distortion theoretically capable of connecting distant points in the universe. The data, though incomplete, shocks the team. No natural explanation fits. The following episode escalates the mystery further. A pair of unmarked black military helicopters identified as Chinooks appear above the ranch, circling low without communication. Their presence is alarming. Neither the FAA nor any nearby base reports flight activity. Attorney General Sean Reyes visits the ranch and warns the team that such surveillance may indicate ongoing government monitoring. Yet Brandon insists they will continue their research, convinced they are on the verge of uncovering the most significant scientific discovery of the 21st century. The night's experiment begins with multiple rockets launched simultaneously, some vertically from the Triangle, others horizontally from the Mesa. The goals stimulate the anomaly again and capture new data. At first, nothing happens. Then, as the final rocket fades, a bright orange orb appears in the western sky. It moves fast, changes direction, and suddenly vanishes, as if switched off. Spectrum analyzers register bursts of radiation as the object passes. Later helicopter footage reveals the orb descended into the mesa itself, a recurring pattern that the team interprets as evidence of a portal or tunnel within the mountain. Flying with military-grade night vision pilot Cameron Fugal reports seeing multiple small orbs circling the helicopter at 1,000 feet, visible only in infrared. Suddenly, everyone aboard feels intense pressure in their chests, a shared wave of dread. They abort the mission immediately. Travis later compares the sensation to what earlier government teams described a fear effect coinciding with high electromagnetic activity. Back at the command center, the group reviews synchronized footage. The orange orb reappears, accelerates, and vanishes over the mesa's petroglyphs, ancient spiral carvings said by Native American tribes to mark gateways to other realms. In slow motion, one frame captures what seems to be the orb emerging directly from inside the rock. The scientists are stunned. It came out of the mesa, one says, disbelief in his voice. The season closes with the team reflecting on their 4-year investigation. Across rockets, lasers, Tesla coils, and radar scans, every anomaly points to one area of the Triangle. Whether it is a wormhole, an electromagnetic vortex, or something beyond human understanding, the evidence is accumulating. The once mythical legends of Skinwalker Ranch, long dismissed as folklore, now appear tied to physical, measurable phenomena. And for the first time, the question, "Are we alone?" feels less like a mystery and more like a door perhaps already open.